I don't really know exactly what I'm gonna say during this video, but I wanted to sit down and just talk about dealing with loss. My grandmother passed away this morning, and it's just so hard. And before I get in, thank you guys so much to everyone who has sent me the sweetest messages, because I know I talked about this a little bit on Snapchat earlier, when I had first heard the news. So thank you guys. But it's just so hard to realize that someone is not going to be there anymore. And I keep trying to tell myself that my Omama is in a better place now and doesn't have to suffer anymore and go through any pain. She was battling Alzheimer's for quite some time, but even so, I mean, it was just so sudden because you could see the progression of the disease mentally, but physically she was totally fine. She was smiling, she was hugging you, she was holding your hand, she was still there physically, and nothing seemed out of the ordinary until a couple days ago when the nurses called my family and told us that they think that she had lost the will to live, basically, because I guess she wasn't eating, she wasn't drinking, and she wasn't opening her eyes. So that was kind of the first sign where they were telling us that, like I said, they thought that she had just lost the will to live. And that in itself honestly was so devastating, because Omama was such an amazing person. All of our lives, she was always there for us. She was so motivational and inspirational, and she was such a hard worker. She worked for everything that she had, and she worked long and hard, and she was an artist, so she would go to art shows, and it was a hard life, but she did it for her family, for her kids, and then for her grandkids. And when me and my brother were growing up, she was just that person that was always there for you no matter what. She was there for you. She was there to push you. She was there to tell you to go after your dreams and be the person that you want to be. And she would always tell us "ganbate," which means good luck, go for it in Japanese. And that's something I think that will always stick with me, because that was her essence. That was what she wanted and what she always wanted for us. And I hope that if you guys are going through the same thing, that it helps you in any way to know that you're not alone, and that the grieving process is normal, and to keep pushing through, because I know that that's what my grandma would have wanted for me and my brother, is to keep going, to keep pushing through, to keep a positive mindset. So that's what I'm gonna do. But it is just so hard to realize that you're never going to be able to hug. I'm never gonna be able to hug my grandma ever again, or tell her I love her. And I just wish that I had the chance to hug her one more time. But I know that she'll always be with me in my heart. And for sure, every single lesson that she taught me throughout my life, I'll always have with me. And I'll always be able to cherish and know that she'll be watching over me. And I am going to try to stay as strong as I can, because I know that that's what she would want for me and what she would want for my family. And I hope that if you guys are going through the same thing, dealing with loss, I hope you guys stay strong as well. I love you, Omama. And I miss you already. And I hope you know that you'll always be in our hearts.